What is one of my best-selling joint salves? Let's take a look at it and how to make it. Hi, The Weed Doc here from www.theweeddoc.net. Welcome to Survival Homestead Teaching Farm YouTube channel. Today I am going to be making a joint salve for you. It is one of my top selling salves because of how good it works on joint pain. Just slap a little bit on and rub it in for instant relief. I have a bunch of herbs in this one, and I won't go over every single one of them in my recipe. Just know they are amazing herbs. I'm even going to be adding another herb soon called arnica. It is one that you should never consume internally, but it works wonders on pain relief when applied topically. All I have done here is combined all the herbs and my carrier oil. If anyone knows about making salves, you have to make the herbal oil first, so I will show you this very easy step of making an herbal oil first and then turning that into a salve. My carrier oil of choice today is coconut oil, but other good oils you could use is good organic olive oil or castor oil. I have heated the coconut oil just enough to melt it and added the herbs. From here on, I am using a double boiler. This helps to keep any of the oil and the herbs from burning. I just put the first pot down with water inside, and then this part here just fits right down over the bowl. It has a handle to make it easier. I make sure to cover this because I don't want any medicinal benefits escaping through evaporation. I have a stainless steel cutting board here, so I'll just set this right on the top. I'll let this simmer for about an hour. You can do more or less, it just happens that this was the amount of time that I had. When this has simmered, here is the next step. Make sure to take the top part of the double boiler off and wipe the sides. This is a trick you need to do because if you don't and you begin to pour it, it's possible you get a drop or two of the water on the bottom into the salve, and you don't want to do that. Any water in a salve can cause the salve to denature quickly. I want to make sure to strain this and measure how much herbal oil I have. I am using grams, but you can do any measurements if you wanted, like ounces or even pounds if you were making a very large batch. Because I measured the amount of herbal oil I made, it is simple now to know how much beeswax to put in it. I divide the amount of oil I have by 5 to get the amount of beeswax to add. For me, I have 965.6 grams. Divide that number by 5 to get 193.12 grams of beeswax. So I measure out the beeswax and put that into a clean double boiler. If you prefer a thicker salve, you can add more beeswax if you like. Do your research and find pure organic beeswax. I turn the stove eye heat back on and add the strained herbal oil. At this point, you are not simmering. You are just bringing it to just enough heat to melt the beeswax. You want to keep it stirred so that you know when everything has melted. Once it has melted, you can let it cool for a bit and then pour it into your containers. I love these 4-ounce glass containers for this purpose. I don't have to worry about the aluminum in the normal salve tins, and I don't have to worry about plastic melting if it happens to be too warm when I pour it in. As you can see, I use this quite often. It really comes in handy. Have you made an herbal salve before? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear about what you have made. SHTF Survival Homestead Teaching Farm thanks you for watching this video. Please continue to help us help you by liking, sharing, and subscribing.